And here's Mr. Zindel. Yep. Again, remember, if they're crying, you don't have pressure. Your job is to be totally quiet. Leave them alone. No pressure when they're crying. So if their mind is on it, their thoughts are on it, they're looking at it, sniffing it, doesn't matter if the feet aren't moving. You don't put pressure on. If he says, I'm done with the trailer and I want to look at something else, go somewhere else, or move away from the trailer, then you can add some pressure to say, go try again. We also don't stop them from backing up right now. If they want to come out of the trailer at any time, let them. Let them come out of the trailer. That's part of the problem, is they don't think they can. They think it is a real trap. So to get their confidence in trailer loading, they have to know that it's not a real trap. And technically, I won't shut the door on them until they actually don't care if we shut the door. That's how I do it, and I got wonderful trailer loading working now. So I basically cause them, that's me asking him to go forward right here. He could go backwards first, okay? There. If he did, that's okay. I would just still ask the same or a little bit lighter. He could back all the way down there, and I'd still be asking. As soon as he takes 1 ounce of forward, I would release, even if I was all the way out in the field. Okay? Does not matter where the forward happens. You just have to ask for it to happen, and then you shush the millisecond it does. Okay? Also, there is nothing that says he has to stay at this trailer right now. If you do it right, they won't want to get out of it. Okay? So just don't shut the doors unless they actually are more than happy with staying in here. That's how you fix this. When we shut it before they really mentally are okay with it being shut, yes, you might have them in it for that time. There's Zindel, he just turned. So you see I moved over into where his hindquarters were. And I'm allowing that. And you notice he turned around really slowly, so did Georgia. They didn't at first. They were sort of panicky turning. So I had to teach them how to do this right, so that you could either unload them backwards or you can unload them forwards. But does that mean at some point we'll start telling him, once I get their confidence really where I want it, then I will start telling them, that's going, so let's check my thing. Then I will start telling them, don't turn unless they tell you. Don't back up unless they tell you. That can only happen once the horse is confident. If he's still scared of anything at the trailer, you can't ask for obedience. When there's fear, there's not going to be a lot of real good obedience. Their emotions are going to be a lot harder on them. Okay? Oh, there's that halfway out game. I like it. Again, if I go, I'll start in here. I could go, buddy, let's try. And if he's more confident with me first, that's okay. Always start it where he's the best. Start it where he is the best. She is the best. I want you to be confident. I want you to be really comfortable for you. Okay? That is our goal. Okay. So we don't have to start it the hardest. We start it the easiest. And then we build it up. Alright? Same thing. Everything I do though, if there's motion that I'm adding, I'm not just going to do it, and then wait for the horse to move and then stop. That's the last thing you do. Like right now, if I'm going to go like this, I do it for a period of time. I try to stop doing it when he's still doing the right thing. I can't stop this movement that I'm doing technically if it triggers him to want to get out. Okay? Because then that'll teach him. That's what that means. Go ahead and get out. So I'm just sort of like playing the friendly game with my body. And he started off standing still, didn't move, didn't care, still is, okay? So again, sometimes horses get in trailers, they get real worried when we start moving around. Because they think, oh no, they're going to trap me now, or oh no, what's that about? Because they're just barely mentally in it, okay? So we want them to feel quite comfortable. So as you can see, they even come out here and just let him hang out in there. The more he actually, find peace in this trailer, they're going to want to come in here. But what if we come out here and then we just, most people, they can't get their horse in the trailer and the horse just stands here. And they pull and tug and tap and everything, they can't get the horse to move. You don't do that. You make this horse move back and forth. You find a way to make a move out here so that you can offer them to stand in there. So one of the main reasons why those people can't get the horse in the trailer is because they don't know how to do the groundwork to make the horse move. So you have to know those skills. But there's a big part of this where you go, I have to have this comparison. If I want that to be peaceful in there, yeah, I'm putting food in there. Food definitely motivates peace and motivates happiness. It's a reward when he gets there. There is no bribing. He has to actually get in it to go find it. But then I could also come out of the trailer and put him to work, get him turning, going, this and that, having all these assignments. He has to think and sweat a little bit. Go back in there and offer him peace and say, see, Lori leaves you the hell alone. Go back out and do your groundwork. Peace. You can literally switch how they feel about this trailer, because it started off where no peace in the trailer, peace is away from the trailer. Now we're saying peace is in the trailer, next to the trailer, and then the discomfort's going to be out here. Okay, so that's how, and then I encourage them to want to be trailer horses. This guy is more fine with not going all the way out. Go back to those goods again. Like keep my hub rope up. Also, do not put my arm in this. You see my hand and body are over here. I don't put any part of my arm in this doorway with a horse coming through. There have been people that have actually got their arms snapped in half because of that. The horse ran into their arm. So do not put anything in the path of that. Alright? I'm just slowly doing more and more of the things that I know might trigger them. Like putting a robe over the down game on emotion. When they're worried in a trailer, man, you can pick your nose and it'll be like, I gotta get out of the trailer. Because they're just concerned. They don't believe they're safe here. So every little thing you do could make them feel that way. Okay? So it just takes us a little process of trying to figure out what are the triggers, what are the things that make them go, oh no, can't do that. And then you slowly, very slowly start working through those triggers. Alright? And right now, like you see, there's no tying. I actually like to teach my horses this. Because again, tying. Tying is, why do we tie? If he wants to turn, think about it. If he does, I'm going to go that way. Towards his butt, because this front end are going to come where I'm at. I like my horses to want to get in here and just hang out and enjoy it. I don't usually time mine once I get in there. I just usually let them put their head down and eat. You do have the stallion door here. My dividers are open like this other one, so when they put their head down, they can actually see each other underneath. And the whole head down business is another postural thing that says it's a relaxed horse. They have to have a relaxed state to put their head down. So for one, they want to know their buddy is there. The buddy is down below. And so it really works out really well for mine. They just stand there and eat, and they're all happy because they're all right there. And they all got their head down, and they're all just chilling out and realizing that they're actually very safe. It's usually when people actually tie their horse's head up and they've got all these big blocks in between them, because yours does have this, as yours does, where it can't see. So that actually might make your horse a little more nervous, but he can still get over it. Once we get him over this, he probably won't care at all. So he'll know where he's at, he'll know his friends are there, but he'll also should be okay with going and doing it. Okay? Again, play with wiggling the door, making sounds. Again, though, they're even there, he decided he wanted to move, so I wiggled until he came to a stop. But again, it's not a fight, it's not a battle, it's just trying to say, I don't want something to mean you should get out. So you don't drop the pressure technically. just because they move. Okay, not lighten it, you don't drop it. Okay? Alright. Now, back out again. Even now, just with your rope. Some point you can even get to where you're just on the outside and you wiggle the rope while he's in there. Very doable. See if he does it now. You try it. One more time, buddy. Alright, very good. You got a little reward. I'm gonna start wiggling the rope again. I think the horse might turn his head. I can put the flag here. Turn his head. Basically blocking his head so that I don't pull. You can't pull the rope. It's just the yo-yo game. He's like, oh, I don't like this. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Oh, good boy. Get out. He's like, I'm gonna go back in. I'm thrilled you want to go back in. Back up. Gotta get out. Now that doggone trailer. He's like, I don't get in the trailer. That's what we want. I want a horse that wants to get in the trailer.